Hi, I'm Gary Woobers with Ascend Business Strategies, coach, trainer, and speaker. I help coach individuals and organizations ascend to their peak so they achieve their dreams, goals, and ambition. The devil is in the details. Have you ever said, I don't have time to plan? Well, now weekly planning and daily planning are habits of high achievers. Are you an achiever? Think about it. My first time management course that I ever took was a Franklin Covey course, and it talked about weekly planning and daily planning. The discussion was to create your big rocks for each week, and then the rest of your week you would be able to work on the smaller rocks or the important tasks maybe that you have. They always showed the example with a big jar with these big rocks and then the small pebbles. The big rocks was your priorities for the week. The smaller rocks were all the other things that you have to do. Think about it. Do you put your big rocks in your jar before your week starts? Wow. Weekly planning is all about setting up the plan before the week starts. It only takes about 20 or 30 minutes. Don't tell me you don't have time. You've got to make time or you won't be able to get your most important priorities done or projects for that week. Now let's look at this form I have below that I've shown on the screen for you. This will help you think about what you need to create for yourself. The first thing is, what are the top 3 accomplishments from last week? We first go back to last week. We've got to get some positive reinforcement of what went on last week. Tell yourself some great things that have happened to you. Then look at the next box and identify your top 3 projects for this week. Maybe not that you're going to complete them, but the top 3 projects that you need to move forward. And then we always look at the bottom of the page where it talks about positive actions I will do for others this week. Maybe you need to tell Sally thank you for the work that she did on Project A. Maybe you need to let Pete know you really appreciate his contribution to the team on selling that project that he helped with. And maybe you check with John and just let him know you're so glad he's part of the team, or a 90-day review letting him know thank you for what he does for you. Put some positive actions out there. That gratitude that you show others comes back tenfold. In the next area, it's going to talk about your team dashboard, your executive dashboard. That's for yourself. What are some things you need to get done throughout the week that you really need to make sure that you do some planning on each day to make sure that gets accomplished? And then in the bottom area, it's going to talk about your team's dashboard. That's kind of your delegation area. Like for myself, I may tell Tracy, are we ready for the blog to be able to post for next week? Are we ready for our social media campaign that we've got for the next quarter? Details that you need to be able to receive back that your team's working on. Now, as we go from weekly planning, that takes 20 to 30 minutes, then we break it down to what we call our daily dashboard. You'll see a picture of it up here on the screen again. That daily dashboard is really getting what your plan is going to be for today. Now, the key on this one is, the key is peak productivity planning. What is the things I really need to get accomplished today that I must complete no matter what? So the first thing you do is you write your priorities. In my world, a lot of times I do coaching sessions. So I will have up there, if I'm working with a client, saying coach session with John or Pete, whoever I'm working with, because that becomes one of my top priorities for that day. The other thing you do is you put down the people side of things. Who do I need to reach out today? And again, it doesn't have to always be a phone call. A lot of time reaching out to people, you may be sending an email. But what is that and who do I need to reach out to? And then I love this section of who I'm waiting on, because I can't remember who I sent information to yesterday and who I didn't. Now this helps me say, oh, I never got that response back from Chris on Project B. So it allows you to set that up. And then the biggest area is on the bottom, what are my top priorities or projects for this week? Remember, you did that over in weekly planning. You just move those down to the bottom and then you're able to fit those in to each day. Which pieces do you want to get accomplished? By you identifying those top 3 projects, that helps you really get those accomplished throughout that week. Now, scheduling and completing a weekly plan each week is a must if you really want to be an achiever in your life. Committing to creating your daily dashboard each day is critical to making a very productive day. These are leadership time solution challenges and strategies that you must implement. Now, for ourselves, our staff takes a picture and we text it to each other to hold us accountable to what we say our daily dashboard is. Decide today to change your habits in 2016. What are you going to get accomplished? Now, the challenge is, of course, implementing that new routine and making it a habit. You can do it. So as we go forward, I hope these strategies help you. Now, Ascend Business Strategies is to provide practical approaches to training, coaching, and speaking by empowering individuals and organizations to reach their goals, dreams, and ambitions. Our vision is to help our clients ascend to their peak by providing clarity and purpose and productivity. To reach us, go to our website at www.goascend.biz or call us at 573-644-6655. As I leave you today, my challenge to you is give of yourself freely, love openly each day, and make a difference in the world. Make it a great day. See you next week.